Good afternoon, guys. Welcome back to the channel. How's everyone doing? I hope you're having a decent day. So the worst news that we did not want to hear happened yesterday, and of course, I posted that on the community tab. So a lot of you must have already seen it, but this one concerns our star striker Victor Osimhen. Actually falling sick yesterday. The report was that he had an abdominal pain, and it was really severe that he could not travel with the team yesterday. I remember in the last video that I posted there, I mentioned that the team were traveling yesterday to Bouake, where there will be, lodging and of course train before that game against South Africa, because it's going to be played in the city. But late yesterday, the news broke out after NFF officially posted that Victor Osimhen is now a major doubt for the South African game, because he was having some severe discomfort in his abdominal region. But of course, he didn't travel with the team. He stayed back in Abidjan hotel with one of NFF's medical personnel, attending to him. And the update as of yesterday was that if he recovers, on time today, he's going to travel and join the guys in Bouake before 5 p.m. As it stands right now, there hasn't been any fresh updates on the Osimhen front, whether he has traveled, whether he's recovered, nothing at this moment. But the good news is Peseiro is going to have a press conference today where he will come out with Iheanacho, and answer a series of questions. This is the normal routine press conference before every game. Coaches come out to answer questions, so we might have some good news from Peseiro, when he holds the press conference. And I'm sure that the question that will be very important to ask from the Nigerian journalists would be questions concerning Osimhen's illness, whether he is feeling better at the moment, whether he is going to recover on time to play that one. Remember, it could have been anything. It could have been food reaction to his belly, could have been food poisoning situation. We've had that situation with one of our players back then, Bright Samuel, if you recall. We talked about that one. Bright Samuel had stomach issue, food poisoning situation. It could be the same or it could be a similar situation. No one can tell at this moment. But of course, it's something that we are very hopeful that it's not going to keep him away from that South African game. But again, I'll just go straight to the other updates I have in the video. And of course, Peseiro is also in the news. He has now talked about the qualities, two very important qualities that we are actually missing in our Super Eagles setup. First team as it stands, and he's now named Kelechi Iheanacho and Joe Aribo as the two key players that we've been very unlucky to miss their qualities, especially their creativity in the final third. Peseiro actually said that in part because Nigeria, obviously in this competition, has been criticized as not creating enough chances, and of course not also scoring the goals as well. But of course, he feels that these guys are, it's the all-important, the greater sacrifice that should be made, for him to be able to create a more balanced team, a more defensively efficient team, it's starting 11 that has the capacity to defend together and of course attack together. We've seen that, that's the reason why, he favors Moses Simon over Iheanacho and of course Chukwueze and the other guys, because Simon defensively very efficient, and of course he can burst into speed in split second to support the attack. So this is what Peseiro has said, but later today we'll get to find out, more stories coming out from Peseiro after that press conference. And very importantly, guys, is the update from Osimhen. We would, be very, very itchy to hear that one from him. Guys, another update is the fact that Stanley Nwabali, of course, has been in the news very frequently lately because, it's South Africa that we are playing in the semifinals, and he is, someone that plays for the South African League with Chippa United. So he's obviously been making the news lately a lot. And this time around, he's saying that he's ready. The last time he made the news where he said that, he wants to meet South Africa over Cape Verde because, he knows most of the guys and he's been playing with them in the league. And this time around, it's, in the news where he's saying that he's ready for the, for the team. He's fully ready, and he feels excited for what's going to happen. But of course, he's very confident, with the Nigerian team, and of course, what they've been, practicing and everything they've been learning from the coach. So he's basically saying that he is ready for this encounter tomorrow. We definitely wish him all the best from the fan side, and hope he continues in his clean sheet and his quality inputs to the game. So the last update for the video, guys, is the one that concerns a warning, this time coming out from the Nigerian Commission in South Africa, Nigerian High Commission in South Africa, and it's now, published an advisory, trying to, call on Nigerians living in South Africa, to behave themselves, especially during this time that we are playing against South Africa, in order to avoid, situations of tragedy, fighting, or conflicts between, Nigerians and the South African locals in the event Nigeria win the game. So it's just basically trying to caution Nigerian, Nigerian nationals living in South Africa, and tell them to observe, peaceful decorum, to be responsible and all of that, because it said that he was hearing a number of news about, Nigerians saying they would cook South Africa, like jollof rice, some sort of, these street talks that very likely, have the potential to incite violence, incite crisis, and potentially even leading to, a very tragic situation. Because we've had situations where, Nigerians in South Africa, suffered potentially some even losing their life due to disagreements and situations that brought about conflict in South Africa. So, the High Commission, the Nigerian High Commission in Pretoria, has now advised all Nigerians to be mindful of where they are, during this time. And of course, where they watch the match, where they walk into, that they should be around the places that they feel safe. And of course, if Nigeria wins the match, there shouldn't be any sort of touting or any sort of, over the ledge, action from Nigerian side. So it's basically just, sending out this info or memo to Nigerians and telling them to behave themselves, because they are not in their father's land. Those are the update, guys. We'll definitely be hearing from Peseiro later in the day, and of course, hopefully he'll have some good news about Victor Osimhen and how he has recovered, and has, joined them in Bouake, or is, on a trip to join them. But that's the update for this moment. Thank you for catching this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. And I wish you a blessed and fruitful day ahead today. Have a blessed day. Take care of yourself.